Fox News alert for you now, because House GOP leaders had been in a closed-door meeting this morning, and it looks like the meeting may be over. As you can see, the Speaker of the House was just leaving. We had hoped that he was going to stop at the microphone and share with us what they had decided behind closed doors, but he breezed by there in that scrum of reporters asking questions, as you can see. We also just saw House Majority Leader Eric Cantor leaving. And the Speaker is reworking his debt limit plan, as we know, after the Congressional Budget Office reported that it would cut much less than he advertised. Democrats, of course, are already vowing to defeat it, and some members of the Speaker's own party are publicly opposing the plan as well. One of those Republicans against it is Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan. He's the chairman of the Republican Study Committee, and he joins me now. Good morning, Congressman.
Good morning. Good to be with you, Allison.
Any idea what just happened behind closed doors since Speaker Boehner wouldn't talk?
Well, I don't know that there's been any change. There are still people who have trouble with the legislation, still many members who support it, and we'll see how it unfolds over the next day. As you know, they're rewriting the bill to comply with what was initially proposed earlier yesterday.
Now, is your only problem with it, is the reason that you don't support it because it doesn't include a balanced budget amendment?
That's certainly the biggest reason, but I think you got to look at the basics. Harry Reid said he's against it. The president said he would veto it. There's another bill that's been sent over there that Harry Reid was against, and the president says he would veto, but it's already passed one house of Congress. And it's frankly a plan, and I know, call me the optimist, but I actually think if we get to this point, it's the plan that works. It's the only plan to be debated, only plan to pass Congress, only plan with bipartisan support, only plan that prevents a downgrade, and the only plan that has support from the American people, as evidenced by the poll last week, which said 66% of the American people support cut, cap, and balance. It's already... If you think about which plan is closest to the station, which train is closest to getting to the train station, it's the cut, cap, and balance plan.
Yeah.
It's already passed one house of Congress.
Well, meanwhile, it's been reported that your majority leader, Eric Cantor, basically admonished you and some fellow Republicans, like-minded. He said in this closed-door meeting yesterday, it's been reported by the New York Times, that Cantor said, quote, to stop your grumbling and whining and to come together as conservatives and rally behind Mr. Boehner's plan. Can you do what Eric Cantor is asking?
Well, look, I have a great deal of respect for the Speaker and for the leader. The fact that there aren't tax increases in this plan is a testimony to their fortitude in these negotiations. But we just respectfully disagree and think that the plan that you want to push for, the plan that you want to have the fight on, is the one that actually fixes the problem. We've been saying for a week now, Washington wants a deal, America wants a solution. And the solution is the plan we put forward, which, again, has bipartisan support and has actually passed one house of Congress. It's closer to the final destination than anything else.
But if the president has said that he's going to veto that cut, cap, and balance, then isn't that a non-starter?
Well, he's also said he's going to veto the plan that's currently under consideration in the House. So if you got the president saying he's going to veto both plans, why not go with one that's already passed one House that Harry Reid didn't? They didn't defeat it in the Senate. They tabled it. Having Harry Reid bring it off the table, put it up for debate, have real debate. After all, the Senate's supposed to be the most deliberative body in the world. What are they afraid of then? Senator Reid, bring it up for debate. Let the American people watch as you debate this bill and the common sense plan that it is. I think the American people will embrace it, and that's when we can ultimately do the right thing and fix the country.
So you've got 6 days left. Are you optimistic enough this morning that you are going to get some deal cobbled together in that time?
I hope we get a solution, not a deal. But yes, I'm optimistic. Look, we live in America. You got to be an optimist. This is the greatest country ever. We've had tough times before. We've always risen to the occasion. This is one of those moments where we need to say, look, let's do the right thing. Let's do the thing that fixes the problem. Let's do the thing that prevents a downgrade. And let's do the thing that the American people have embraced. Let's cut spending, let's cap it, and let's get a balanced budget amendment sent out to the states for ratification.
Speaking of the American people, we understand there have been a record number of calls to Capitol Hill in the past 24 hours of voters telling you all, please put aside your partisan politics and come together for a deal. What are you saying to your constituents?
Well, Allison, the compromise will be the president gets what he wants. He wants a $2.4 million increase in the debt ceiling to get him past the election. He made that clear last Friday in his speech to the country. So he wants to get past the election. That's in the cut, cap, and balance plan. We're saying, okay, Mr. President, we will give you what you want, a debt ceiling increase that takes you past the election, if you put in place the things that will solve the problem, that will actually fix the country's fiscal situation. That's the deal. That's the compromise. It's already on the table, and it's already passed the House of Representatives.
All right, Congressman Jim Jordan, thanks so much for coming in with your perspective on this. We like your optimism. We'll see what happens today.